Good morning friends. Today we will discuss about the law of dominance, Mendel's law of dominance. When parents with poor contrasting traits are crossed together, only one form of traits appears in the next generation. The hybrid offsprings will exhibit only the dominant traits in the phenotype. Characters are controlled by discrete unit called as factors. Characters are controlled by discrete unit called factor. Factors occurs in pair. These factors occurs in pairs, that is capital A, small b. These factors are occurs in pairs. In a dissimilar pair of factors, one member dominant and other one is recessive. In this pair, one member is dominant. These dominant characters denoted by capital letter and recessive character denoted by small letter, and these two factors, one is dominant and other is recessive. Law of dominance explain expression of only one of parental characters in monohybrid cross in F1 generation. In law of dominance, only one character is expressed in F1 generation, and expression of both characters in F2 generation. It also explains proportion of 3:1 obtained in the ratio. Here these both characters are expressed in F2 generation, and these occurs in proportion as 3:1 obtained in F2 generation. For dominant characters, generally for dominant characters, capital letter is used and recessive character, small letters are used. These in Mendel's experiment, Mendel study on pea plants, and these characters found in parents, these parents tall pea plant having genotype capital T, and dwarf plant having genotype small t. This pure tall plant, here pure tall and pure dwarf capital small t and small t. This genotype capital T, it is homozygous condition having two similar genes. These are homozygous poor tall plants and poor dwarf plant in homozygous condition. When both the factors in a parent plant are either dominant or recessive, then it is described as homozygous or true breeding pure plants. Here gametes, here genotype capital T, small t, these crossed, and gametes during gamete formation, here capital T and here capital T, small t, reductional division occurs in F1 generation when these two gametes fuses to form capital T, small t. This is tall plant, this is tall pea plant, but having two different genes. Here these are tall plant but having two different genes, so it is called as hybrid or heterozygous. It is called as hybrid or heterozygous. This F1 generation, all the plants are tall like tall parents, but their genetic composition, genotype is different from that of tall parent plant. Here genotype is different from the tall parent plant, and the genotype in F1 plant is capital T, small t, while the parent's tall is capital T, capital T. Here offspring shows different genotype, and genotype is capital T, small t, and parents genotype is capital T, capital T. Thus F1 plants contains both allelic factors, that is capital T and small t, and hence it is called as a hybrid or heterozygous. In F1 plant contains both alleles. Here both alleles are present, capital T, small t, so it is called as hybrid or heterozygous offspring present. When selfing F1 into F1, when selfing F1 into F1, parents in heterozygous condition, tall plant but heterozygous in condition capital T small t into capital T small t, all are heterozygous in condition having tall plants. When this cross is put into the Mendel's Punnett square, here Mendel's Punnett square shows different gametes from male and female plant. Here gametes from female and here gametes from male. Here capital T, small t, capital T, small t. When this T, then this 2T, then this 2T fuses, fertilization occurs. Here capital T, plants, these are homozygous tall plant. Here plants genotype is homozygous and tall plant. Here capital T, small t. Here in this again plant is tall but heterozygous condition. Again this capital T and small t, genotype is capital T small t. This genotype is heterozygous condition and plant is tall. Here plant is also tall, and here two recessive genes fertilize to form the dwarf plant, and this dwarf plant is homozygous. Here two similar genes are present. Here this plant is tall but homozygous condition. Here two plants present but in heterozygous condition, and these dwarf plants, these are also homozygous condition. In F2 generation, when Mendel obtained self crossing in F1 and F1, the ratio obtained is 3:1. Here 3 tall plants and 1 is dwarf plants, 3 tall and 1 dwarf plant. Two types of gametes were formed in F1 plants. One gamete contain factor for the tallness. Here two gametes present and one gamete contain gene for tallness, and second gamete this also present, and this small t represents the gametes contain factor for the dropness. In F2 generation, both tall and drop plants appeared in the ratio 3:1. Here appeared in the ratio 3:1, and this is called as phenotypic ratio. This 3:1 ratio is called as phenotypic ratio. Phenotypic ratio 3:1. When we observe physically appearance, when these plants phenotypically shows characters, all three are tall and one is drop, ratio is 3:1. And when this ratio is observed genotypically, this genotypic composition, here one is tall, here one tall homozygous condition, here one tall homozygous condition, two heterozygous condition, and again one homozygous drop. Here genotypically ratio forms is 1:2:1. ratio is obtained in Mendel's law of dominance. This is all about the law of dominance, Mendel's law of dominance. Thank you.